Hello friends, and welcome to the dye studio. I thought today would be fun to bring you with me here, and we could together we could dye bird of the month of April. This month's bird is the yellow hammer, or in Danish guldspurv, which actually means yellow sparrow. It's a very pretty little yellowish brownish bird, and I chose this bird for this month because of the color yellow, and Easter is coming up, and spring, so I thought it was a very good bird to dye for this month. The pre-orders are already out there, and you have ordered a lot of birds so far. And today I'm gonna start dyeing the main skeins, and I know exactly what I want them to look like. So I have already in January done like a pre-coloring just to check and see what direction I wanted to go with this bird. So I know where I'm going. I know the recipe for the main color. I don't know the recipes yet for the mini skeins that goes with the bird of the month. And I'm just gonna, what is that called? I'm just going to go with the flow on that one. I'm not gonna prepare or pre-dye anything or do testing. I'm just gonna go with my guts, and sometimes that's the best way or the most fun way to dye yarn, is to not have an exact plan beforehand, but just kind of see what happens once you put the dye in the water. So now I have some DK weight yarn already soaking. I was just double checking the shade of the yellow that I want, and now it's time to actually put some of the Camacho sock yarn in the, you can see all the pants that I have back here. So let me first show you the bird. I have it over here on my oven. You can see the bird over here. So what I do is I will go on my computer. I will put a picture of the bird in my document, and then I'll just kind of look for colors in the bird. I'll make small circles around the bird of different shades, kind of what I wanna, the shades that I wanna see if I can accomplish. So that's kind of like my mood board or my color board for this month's bird. But let's go dye some yarn. So now all the yarn is soaked in the first bath. So now they're gonna soak up this lovely warm yellow, and then once that is done and the heat is right, and I'll add in some citric acid for the color to kind of hit the yarn. And once that has happened, we are going to speckle this yarn with some warm tones to just kind of give it that yellow bird color look. I made myself a cup of coffee in one of my favorite ceramic mugs. I am a sucker for ceramics. This is made by Kaide, and I will link her Instagram down below. I'm not sponsored or anything, but she's a very young woman that is doing these ceramic mugs, and I fell in love with these when I saw them at the Fanø Knitting Festival last year. So I just want to give her the credit that I'm always using her mug in the dye studio. So let me show you the yarn. Look what my brother made me. I told him, can you make me a little place for my coffee mug when I'm in the dye studio? And I need a place to put my mug so it's not down on the table with all the dye. I really want to put it somewhere safe. And he made me this little box. Yeah, and the tripod. So he made me this, and it's perfect. So the yarn has soaked up all that yellow goodness, and it's time to add some speckles to the yarn to give it some depth and just lovely speckles. We always love a little speckle. So the first batch is in the oven, and it's time for me to do the next 2 or 3 batches of the same base. So I will take you with me once I get to the minis, and that's the fun part because there's no actual plan, so we'll just kind of, I have an idea of what I want and I have an idea about the result, but I don't have a recipe yet, so we have to make that. So see you in a little bit. time to do the last minis. I have put them all down here in the pans and turned on the heater. I didn't add any citric acid to it yet. I am just gonna, I have the dyes back there, you can't see them, but I have the dyes back there, like I want like golden brown but with an undertone of green. So I made 2 colors and I'm gonna try to see what they look like, because I haven't done this color before, so who knows. So I will add some of these 2 different colors to the yarn and I will see how they look, and then I will make the decision on what to do next. If I want to do some speckles, I did find 2 colors that I want to try to speckle with, just a little bit, and we will see what it looks like. I will often when I play with new colorways, what I do is that I see what the dye looks like on the yarn, and then I make the next decision on the next color. So I have never made the like a finished plan, but I'll just kind of see in what direction it goes, and then I'll take decisions based on what I see. So let's do the last mini. The first mini is in the oven, just soaking up the last dye, and then I'll check it out and decide if I'm gonna give that a little speck, some of the same colors as for this one, so they're familiar but not the same color. But I'll put the camera closer so you can look down the dye pan while I do the second mini.
take you out, show you the time of your life. I want to figure out what it takes to give you.
That was it for the April sock set. I hope you enjoyed this little journey from birth to dying process to finished object. I'm aware that this way of using the mini skeins might be a little nuts, a little bit crazy. I just wanted to try something different, so I did. And of course you don't have to do it the same way. You can decide if you want this kind better or you like this kind better. I think I think craziness is a little bit fun sometimes. But that's all for now, guys. If you liked what you see, make sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you next Friday for a regular episode of the Come Internet podcast. See you later.